Okay, so I'm crushing pyrite. Uh, it's clay with bearing pyrite in it. This here has been broken down. It was in like 6 or 8 inch chunks, right? And so now I got it in the bottom of this 5-gallon can, and now I'm getting everything down to even smaller pieces. I guess this bucket was about halfway full with the big chunks that are like 5 or 6 inches big, and then I've got it all broken down to smaller pieces like this now. And what I'm doing is I'm breaking these down. And I know they've got pyrite in them. You can see it sparkling on some of these. You can see it sparkling with pyrite on a lot of these, some more than others, so it's real hard to tell. And some of it's just little bitty minuscule amounts. So anyway, I'm actually just, I don't have a pulverizer to break them down, so I have to, like, whack these with a frickin' whacker. And you can see it sparkling out of that one. You can actually see it sparkling on some of these. If I can get this thing to focus right, I see it's never going to happen. Anyway, it's got pyrite in there. You can see some of it sparkle. When I'm busting it up, you can see some of it sparkle. And it just takes a while, I've been busting these rocks up. And see, once you get it small, once you get these smaller, you just pitch them off to the side. But then once you get them small enough, I've got a granite crucible, a granite bowl that's real rough, and you put the smaller stuff in this bowl. This is a granite bowl that's real small, and then you grind it down with this, and this is a 1 7/8 ball, and you grind it round on the inside of this bowl to turn it into a powder. You see the sparkle? That's some of the pyrite that's coming out of this clay that is that's bearing the pyrite, and it ends up flaking out. So once I get it all pulverized, which is taking me, I think I pulled this stuff out last year sometime, like about in the summer of 2015. It could have been the summer of 2014, because, in fact, I think it was, because I let it sit in this closet for about, say about 6 months underwater, hoping it would soften it up enough, and it never did. It didn't soften it up enough. So then, last summer, I said, well, okay, and then I pulled it out of the bucket, and then went to drying it out. So it finally dried out this summer, and so I've been slowly beating away at it until this frickin' clay gets beat down. I'm hoping to get, I think it's about a 35-gallon bucket of pyrite bearing clay. I'm hoping to get 1 gram of gold out of the pyrite that I put together. I'm guessing I'll have, if I had to guess, if I have like 100 grams of pyrite, which is what I'm hoping for. I hope I have like 1 gram of gold out of the whole thing. But then I got to go through the process of roasting all of it. Once I get it all separated and down to a very fine powder, the pyrite's heavier than this clay is, and so I can then roast it properly with the right ingredients mixed in with it to give it proper oxygen toasting abilities. Let it roast and oxidize everything else that ain't supposed to be in it, and then I go through with and roast it, and then it's supposed to be pure gold left over. You get the Chapman flux from JR Mining or whatever it is. See the sparkle of it there? So I know it's in there. And that's it. That's just about all the big pieces. I think I've got like 3 more big pieces to go. There's like one of them right there. And then there's that one. Now that they're all small enough, I just put them in that bowl of mine that's granite, and then with this ball stuck on this bicycle pump. This is actually an old air pump, and I just crammed the ball in the pipe of it, and then there it is. Hoping to get 1 gram out of all of it if I'm lucky. I know it's a pain trying to get all this to beat down well enough, but hopefully it's worth it. As you can see, this is all dust now. All finer dust, and this stuff is just all finer stuff in here. I don't see any more big ones. There's probably some big ones in here. I can probably fish out a couple. But I'll work them down and beat them down later. See, there's a piece with a little bit of shiny in it. Shiny pyrite, that is. Whatever it's worth. There's quite a bit in here. A bunch of little pieces of pyrite. There's still some larger ones hidden in the bottom, but you know, I'm not gonna, when I put it in my granite bowl, it just works them down. It's a little bit easier to work it down instead of beating them with this. It speeds up the time just a little bit. To spend an hour out here crushing all these down, and then going towards getting down to the fine stuff here. Eventually I'll be done. So that's a brick out of a washing machine I'm using for that. And now I'm guessing I'll have to weigh all this. I'm thinking it's about 30 pounds of clay, I guess. Like I said, the bucket wasn't even full. And now it's just chips of it in there. Anyway, to keep the neighbors from getting dirty eye from the neighbors, I end up putting it in a bucket of wood pieces, wood chips. Yeah, I'm guessing that might be closer to 50 pounds worth of clay. But see, I put it in this wood here. This absorbs the beating of the clay. It also makes a good footstool when I'm tired of doing that. Anyway, there it is. I guess it'll be about 50 pounds of clay. And I'm looking to get 100 grams of pyrite and then 1 gram of gold out of the whole thing. But there it is.